long have you guys been on the air?
We've been on the air under another name for years and years. It's probably more than 10 years. I'm not real big on dates and anniversaries and shit. Like, girls usually celebrate that kind of stuff. But we've been doing OG Husky Radio for, I'd probably say, like a good 9 to 10 years.
How did the show come to be about?
We started as a band of freedom fighters from East Los Angeles and Northeast Los Angeles, respectively. No, it actually, to be honest with you, what it is I had a friend growing up in the Rosedale Projects who was a rapper who went by the name of Husky. And he was super into hip-hop as a kid growing up. Always the freshest tapes, everything that he had on point. And when he got into rapping, it was kind of hard for him to have an avenue to express himself or people that would promote him. So unfortunately, you know, he passed away, rest in peace. But with his name, we use it to promote it and to give artists a chance and promote them, giving the opportunity that he didn't have because he was a very talented individual. So that's all it is. Everything else is like extra, but that's the real reason or the real name behind OG Husky Radio.
How many people run the show?
The people involved with the show are myself, Bubsky, DJ Top Rank holds down the turntables, Reve does the artist bookings, for lack of a better term, and Detail also handles a lot of the bookings, and he also even books the shows and stuff of that nature.
I got into DJing basically from another friend. I was always into music, and he introduced me to turntables. He was always DJing himself in the party crews back in the 90s. So he saw me that I was interested, and he basically just showed me, you know, how it was done.
And how long have you been doing it for?
Roughly about 15 years.
How did you get involved with OG Husky Radio?
Well, I got involved with OG Husky Radio. Basically, it was just like I bumped into them and I spun a set. You know, met Bubsky and a couple of other people and you know, did that, and then a few years later they called me back and, you know, to be the resident DJ.
How do you pick your music for the interviews?
On the interviews, is a lot of the times it's spontaneous, but depending on who the artist is, I'll just put on, it's basically instrumentals, but it's just a vibe on what I feel. It's mainly hip hop, but definitely you gotta keep it relevant on who they are, what they do, and what they represent.
I'm Reve, I'm from OG Husky Radio, and I book artists.
How did you get involved with OG Husky Radio?
I got involved in OG Husky Radio because I'm part of the art in the streets, and Bubs put me on.
What do you enjoy the most about this job?
Meeting all kinds of artists, whether it's from like clothing brands, whether it's rappers, street artists, any kind of artist.
How do you pick the artist?
The way I pick an artist is if I run into them, people that I recognize in the street, people that I see that are dope, that rap, or clothing brands that try to come up and I see their clothing is pretty dope. If you're an artist trying to get booked, just if you see me in the street painting, just hit me up, get my number, and I'll contact you.
How many interviews have you guys conducted?
That I do not know offhand, but for a good, I would say a good 5 to 6 years, we did record every Thursday night at the minimal of 2 to 3 interviews a night. So anybody out there, just understand how much time and dedication has gone into it. We recently we went to doing interviews like only once a month or twice a month if that, but it's more of a quality control than anything else. We've pretty much interviewed everybody who's out there, not being cocky or anything of that nature, but just to understand, to differentiate ourselves from other people out there. I'm not trying to have the same people every 2-3 weeks up on the show. So if you got interviewed and you since retired or whatever your story is, yeah, I'm kind of not really. You're taking up the spot for someone who's out there doing it.
Talk about your studio. How did it come together? How did you guys put it together?
One of the things I want people to know is that with hip hop and within this culture, and it's a lifestyle as much as, and that's what I've learned from interviewing people, is that this is a total lifestyle. I have a cousin by the name of Joe Tech, and a lot of people in hip hop, they never even heard his name, but that dude actually designed the studio. He actually built the studio, like, with his ingenuity. He's a borderline genius. Anyone who's been fortunate to meet him, they know that. But the reason why I tell that story is because anybody out there that's doing it, once you get your family behind you, whatever you plan on doing, even if it's something as crazy as doing an OG Husky Radio, interviewing artists and promoters that ain't known or people that are known, and dealing that with that much time, once you get your family behind you, that's it. Like, you're successful in that. So that's what you're competing when you're going up against us, is like, we're actually gonna be here every Sunday barbecuing, drinking, making fun of each other, like, so unprofessional. But when we get behind these cameras and do what we do, like, you're damn right we're here to handle business. Be on the lookout. Black Books and Rhyme Books, that's one of our consistent free shows. OGHuskyRadio.com.